Hi everybody. Today we're going to take you to an elephant camp. It's a Karen Rawamet village. It's located about 20 kilometers northwest of Chiang Rai. It's a curvy, windy road, so uh, it's a little slow going, but it's a very scenic, very enjoyable ride. When you get there, there's parking across the street, 10 baht, and then you cross the street and you're there. They have coffee and a limited amount of food. They have bathrooms, everything you need before you go on an elephant ride. Uh, the adventure of riding on one of these things is something that is not available to most of us throughout the world. And this is very unique and very enjoyable. Now, we had kind of an unfortunate thing. It was not the elephant's fault. We were told that the driver and the elephant were new to the camp and were not experienced, so it was okay with us. I mean, if you're going to get hurt, you can get hurt on a unexperienced elephant, whatever, and that's the last thing you think of anyway. But what happened was, uh, even though we were told that the elephant and the driver were unexperienced, looking at it, hindsight is 2020. I believe that the driver uh, placed the cushion backwards. If you look at the video, you'll see that it's the high end is to the front and the thin end is to the back, and you're leaning way back. And as time went on, it just got loose and it just went back and back and back to the point where it became very uncomfortable. And at one point, we were on the verge of actually falling off the elephant. But this is not our first ride, so it was fine. Even though it was a little uncomfortable, it was okay. At the point where you end up in the river, if you fall into the river, as long as the elephant doesn't step on you, it's okay. These rivers, not all of them, but most of them, especially this one that you see here, they look very wide and they look very deep, but probably 90% of it is not very deep at all, as you can see when the elephants are going by. So it would have been okay. So let's climb on one of these elephants and go out for an enjoyable ride. The ride is long enough. It climbs up this small hill, goes back around, takes you through the river, takes you through a village, walk down the highway, and come back to the camp. So let's put on our hats, hang on tight, and let's go and enjoy an elephant ride. And if you can, come and visit, and you can have your own experience and enjoy. Well, it's time for a little roadside snack. These elephants are massive, so they spend a lot of time eating. While they're going along and they're walking rather slow, they are reaching down, tearing grass, tree limbs, whatever they find, and the drivers will often stop and cut a banana tree or something to supplement their eating. Some of the video that you will see coming up was taken by an eyewitness on another elephant, and as you can see, the witness was very unstable. And I'm not talking about mentally, I'm talking about the camera shaking everywhere. So, because it's kind of hard for us to take video of ourselves from any distance, you cannot really appreciate what was going on. So, as you will see in these videos, we're leaning way back to the point where the elephant was so scared it began to poop because he thought he was going to get blamed for this. But the conversation between this driver that we had and another driver, they, the more experienced driver, I guess, told the other one to go back and fix it. So we headed back, and everything went well. The last climb that is coming up here, where you go from the river to the elephant camp. It was pretty steep, and you could really feel the strain. And the driver actually was holding onto the seat because it was not a good deal. But anyway, we got a new elephant, finished the ride, and I must tell you that even with this, it is a very nice experience. The cost is 400 baht, and they take you on a pretty long ride. And I think that if you go to any elephant ride, just make sure that the seat is not looking like it's leaning way back and loose and everything before you take off. And if you think it is, question it. But once you get past all that, you get on this thing and you will really enjoy the experience, because it's like something that you've never had before. And I know there's a lot of concerns for the elephants, but from the looks of this camp, they're well fed, they're well taken care of, and I don't see any problem or signs of abuse. So uh, come along with us and enjoy this. After we finished the elephant ride, we went on a short boat trip. It takes you down the river a little bit. You get off, you walk through this uh, area that has a trail with some trees, and you come out on the other side, and there's a hot spring. It's very, very nice, and that's the last thing that you would expect to find, you know, around there. But I will post the name on the clip here. Right off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of the hot springs, but it's not far from the elephant camp, and there is a road, and you can actually drive there, or you can take a boat all the way from Chiang Rai to this area, and then of course, you have to make arrangements with the driver, the boat driver, so they can bring you and take you back. And you can negotiate a price because every driver makes up their own price, but generally, depending on how far you go, uh, 500, 800 baht for a round trip, which is really not that bad. Because to go by boat from the elephant camp down to Chiang Rai, it's about approximately about an hour. So for that kind of price, I think it's a good deal. So anyway, we went on this boat ride and it was very nice. The wind, water splashing on your face as you went along, looking at the banks. It was a very nice trip. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to the card, and I lost all the movie clips for this mineral bath hot springs. But it's a very nice place. There's some photos that I included. One of these days, we'll go back and reshoot this, spend the day there. It's extremely cheap. It's only like 30 baht to go in, and it's a very nice place, as you can see. So hopefully we'll be able to make this trip and show you. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย